Okie dokie. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alex Johnson. Welcome to the weekly meeting for Plano West Rotary, and I am the president. To kick off our meeting today, I'm going to turn this over to our acting Sergeant of Arms, past president, Lisa Leach. Take it away, Lisa.
Hey, guys and gals, how are you? How is everybody doing? Hey, I'm going to start with Zane, because you're in my top left corner. You got any brags?
Let's see. I'm part of this Rotary initiative for Zone, and I'm helping out with some of their marketing stuff. So it's super cool. I'm getting to work with like RI director. Hopefully, I'll meet her soon. It's a really cool opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. We might need to go on mute. Yeah, there we go. What was the last thing you said, Zane? I didn't hear the last part.
I said I'm working with RI director Susie Howe's her like assistant, and hopefully going to meet this house soon. So that's pretty cool stuff.
That is cool. Yeah, very cool. Okay, Alex, you're next on my screen. You're on mute. There you go.
Yes, you're not supposed to call me early because I've got a bunch of.
Okay,
Can you hear me later? I've got meeting things to do.
Okay. All right, Randall, you're next. Any brags?
Well, our office is moving from our current location to an office in Richardson. And my brag is that I've about halfway through about maybe a room full of files that need to either be discarded or stored in a different way. So that's my brag for today. I'm about halfway there.
Feels good, doesn't it? To
It
get
does.
things, yeah. Organized. All right, Catherine, you're next. Any brags?
I will tell you that I am excited. I know our organization is nonpartisan, but we are part of Plano, and I am excited that this last week I got my second candidate petition to be on the ballot taken around. I think it's really important that we get qualified, caring people onto our municipal positions.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's exciting. All right, Courtney, you're next.
Yes, so not to get political either, but of course we're in session, and whenever we're in session, I'm usually lobbying for arts and arts funding and doing arts advocacy. So that's what I've been doing. And also too, I serve on the community advisory board for KERA and KXT. So I'm going to drop a survey in the chat, and if you guys have a chance to fill it out, I'd really appreciate it. So thank you.
Thanks. Okay, Fred, you got any brags?
Well, I don't want to get political either, but Poxitano Bill saw a shadow today, so we got 6 more weeks of winter. But winter in Texas is, one day it's 70 and the next day it's 50, so we're all right. But I guess it is a brag. I'm getting excited about this weekend because we got Douglas Vision again, but then we're going to start up the PISD deal over at Barron and stuff. So I know all the Rosanna's been doing the coordination, and James and Catherine, are you involved with that too? Anyway, looking forward to that. And of course, first time is always the most difficult, but anyway, I think the weather is going to cooperate. So looking forward to it.
Very good. Thank you, Fred. LaShawn, do you have any brags today?
I do. I very seldom talk about myself, and this is less about me than it is about the young man who wrote it. But I got this late in the evening last week, and I just want to read the text to y'all because it just made me so happy. It says, Miss Ross, I hope you have been staying safe in this pandemic. I miss you very much. I wanted to share this article with you in which I mentioned, and it's for his appointment to the first Community Finance Fellows group. And he says, I wanted to share this with you. You taught me many lessons, but the most important lesson was that people always come first, and that has guided my career and taken me to levels I couldn't have imagined this young. Thank you so much for investing so much into me. And he and I talked after that, and I was just so tickled because he's a young man that I met during an internship when we hired him as an intern, and he and I have continued to work together, and it just warms my heart,
That's really nice.
It matters.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that was nice. Are we, Caitlin, do you have any brags?
I guess just being here today, getting out of my comfort zone.
That's good. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good for all of us to get out of our comfort zone. Thanks for coming. Glenn and Michelle. Any brag?
So my brag is like last Saturday, we finally had our January Adopt a Highway. The weather it wasn't cold, it wasn't raining, but for John and Laura and others that were there, it was pretty windy. But, you know, we still collected, by the way, guys, there were 10 bags of trash there that we did. And so we helped clean up Plano and we got it in. And January's kind of the toughest. I mean, July and August, that gets tough from a different weather standpoint, but we got it done. It was good. We did it in an hour and a half. It's fun. Thank you guys for that.
Cool. Michelle?
I can do more bragging also on stuff that we've been working on. So the Wellness Center, we helped buy items for gift baskets for an event the Wellness Center's doing to bring lonely seniors together so they can have some community. Because and I'll be posting that on our website on the How We Serve section, so you could read about it. But it was very meaningful for them, and they were very appreciative. So we had that, and then I got a lot of people contributing food for our homeless lunches tomorrow. So I'll be packing those up with my daughter and granddaughter today, and we will take them over to East Plano tomorrow. And we're wrapping up pecans. There's one case left, so that's 25 bags. If anybody wants a bag of pecans for $10,
I almost forgot. I do. Hey, Michelle, if you need anything else for the thing tomorrow, let me know.
Okay, thanks.
Just text me or something. Okay, cool. All right, Fred, do you have any brags? Fred, you're on mute. There you go.
You down to Fred T or Fred B?
Yeah, Fred T. Sorry.
Well, I just thank God that we get ready to start back the food delivery and serving people. And I thank God we went last week down to Collin and found a space. We send the truck down there. So it's just awesome just to serve people who have a need. And you know, that's what I love doing, is serving others.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Fred. I appreciate it. Neil, do you have any brags today? You're on mute, first of all. Neil, you're on mute. There we go.
I'm not now, sorry. I have one brag that I'd like to mention. We're going down on Saturday for a baby shower for our son and daughter, our youngest son and daughter, having our third grandchild. Her name is Esther Yvonne, or will be in April when she's born. And these two have gone through about 2 years of in vitro fertilization, all the different things that I knew nothing about before they had to go through it. So we're pretty proud and pretty pleased that they're successfully pregnant and going to be parents in April. So it's an exciting time for us.
Oh, yes, that's a great brag bug. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Neil. Laura, you're next. Any brags?
I think my brag will be just on the club, the membership, that they are doing all kinds of wonderful things in the community. I think our ability to unite out into the community and get more interest from the community, get more volunteers from the community. So it's not just us, but we're sharing that opportunity with everybody, and the results I think are tremendous. Not just turnout, but also those people who are actually interested in joining our club. So I think that's a win-win. And I think you guys are doing a really good job.
Great, cool. Thank you, Laura. Jim, you have a brag?
Yeah, as a one who's had COVID, I'd like to brag that it looks like we're finally getting enough supply out there to start hitting everybody that needs it and progress into the under 65s and get that done. So we have herd management here and get this thing behind us.
We're all hoping. Thank you, Jim. Ike.
Oh, good morning.
Morning.
So, the group I'm running, I didn't want to get involved to this level, but somebody asked me to help them move. So this is the next level of involvement. So I did what any brave person would do. I called Michelle. And, it's always you can't go wrong with that kind of a attitude. So, we're working through that. And, so next time we'll be more prepared. I want Rotary to get involved and start helping these people too. So this is the first time we're just trying to figure out. I'm definitely going to help her move today, but it's kind of chaotic, but it'll work out. So thank you.
All right, thank you, Ike. Roxana, do you have any brags today?
No, well, my daughter is she's gonna be only half day school, so we have plans to do stuff today. So that's gonna be fun. I pick her up around 1:15, so I'm looking forward to that.
You look very cold, Roxana.
All the windows are open in the house. They're taking out all the carpets and putting floors.
Oh.
So it's freezing in the house.
Oh, wow. That explains it. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Thank
you.
Thanks. Let's see. John, do you have any brags? John, are you there? He may not be there. Steve, do you have any brags? Steve Loughton, are you there? No? Okay. Well, that might be all then, guys and gals.
Well, so
Alex?
now I'll do mine.
Oh, yeah,
we
Alex,
have
yeah.
Somebody coming in that's got a really strange name. Zane, do you think that's legit? Ooh.
Yeah, usually Benton comes in with a really random.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's ask this person with this really weird name to do their brags. DBXTXB.
Benton, is that you? Who is that just came into the room here? You're on mute. There we go. Is that you, Benton? Okay, we can't hear anything.
Zane, is that what you said? It's Benton?
There we go. Benton's name just came up.
Aha.
Benton, can you hear us? Do you have a brag?
We had trouble hearing him last time.
Oh, we can see him now.
Oh.
All right. Can you say something to see if we can hear you? No, can't hear you.
I think he's out. Well, hey.
You can type your brag in the chat session.
At least we know it's Benton because I was getting ready to remove them. You always have to be careful with people hopping in. Well, let me do the final brag. I'm ready. Sorry, Lisa, I guess nobody informed you. I do a lot of stuff. And so that's why people don't usually call on me to do brags in the beginning of the meeting. But welcome, everybody. I guess I'm kind of really want to echo what Laura said. Our club, and I was telling Glenn this last night, what's so exciting about, we have so many individuals in our club stepping up to do things. And the greatest thing is watching everything go on and me not having to be involved. That is so awesome. And so that is just great. We've got a lot of great things that we're doing. And so thank you, everybody. So that's my brag. So what I'm going to do now is share a screen here. Everybody see it?
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Fred Thomas, and he's going to lead us in prayer.
Father God, we just thank you for who you are and whom you are. We give you all glory and praise for that. Awesome Rotary meeting that we come together Tuesday, that we would enjoy each other's presence, and that we would incite more to serve in the neighborhood. what you call us to do. And Lord, we give you glory, honor, in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you, Fred.
You're
Now
welcome.
I'm going to ask one of our newest members, Courtney. Can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, I'd be happy to. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
of America.
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Courtney. Awesome. What I want to do now is turn this over to Randall, and he's going to talk about foundation points. So take it away, Randall.
Okay, thank you, Alex. Zane, I think you were going to give me screen sharing capabilities if possible.
Yeah, you should be able to do it.
Okay. Can everyone see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. It's a pleasure to have this opportunity this afternoon to just kind of go through our Paul Harris Fellow point system. And with that, I know we have some new members here today with us, and I'm excited to see that and welcome you all to our club. So with that, I want to just review. I know some of you are familiar with this system, but I want to review it for some of our older members. And then for our new members, I think that you will benefit from just hearing about our Paul Harris Fellow point system and how that works. So with that, this is a point system that we implemented back in the first quarter of this Rotary year, and it's here to acknowledge the achievements and activities of Plano West Rotary Club members. Again, this is a point system that we established for those that are actively participating in Rotary at this time. So in summary, basically, if you reach 1,000 points with this system, you are a Paul Harris Fellow. And how amazing it would be if we could say out there to other Rotary clubs around this area and around the world that every single person that's in our club is a Paul Harris Fellow. So that would be something wonderful and an achievement that we could definitely get to. How does this work? Basically, each quarter, I will send out a form that looks similar to the one that you see on your screen here. And this form basically tracks the points that you have for the activities you participated in for that particular quarter. Right now, we're in the third quarter, which includes basically the January, February, March timeframe. So with that, just for example, for every single dollar that you donate to the Rotary Foundation, you get a point for each dollar. For each year you're in Rotary, you get 5 points. Going down the line just a bit, if you visit another club, Zoom counts in this particular situation, that's 5 points. And then if you have service project participation, which is why a lot of us are here, is to participate in service projects, that's 50 points. For achieving the rank of Member of the Month, that's 100 points. And the big one of all is if you bring in a new member to our club, you're halfway there at 500 points. So just for doing the things that you do, over a period of time, you can rack up a lot of points and become a Paul Harris Fellow. So how are we doing? For the first quarter, when we started tracking this system, we earned 2,320 total points. For the second quarter, we've earned 3,260 total points to bring us up to a total points to date of 5,580. And I know there's a lot more activity out there. I can just feel it. I can sense it, that there's a lot more people that are doing activities out there. It's just not being reported and tracked. So again, when you receive the form in the email at the end of the quarter, just take a few moments to fill that out and send it back, and I'll make sure that it's tracked in our system. I'm keeping a close eye on the new members that are coming into our club each time, so that your points will be tracked along with the others that are tracked within our system. So again, just for all of the things that you're doing, all of the great things that you're doing, and I know you're doing some great things, remember to keep those as a record, and we'll continue to track those as we go along. So thank you so much, Alex, for this time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Randall. I think you're going to need to drop your, tell you what, there we
Okay.
go. I gotcha.
There we go.
All right. Thank you, Randall. Talking about our foundation points. Like you said, with all the activity that everybody in our club is doing, that's how you accumulate the foundation points. And the point of the foundation points, like he mentioned, is to help you achieve your Paul Harris Fellow. Now, the significance of that is it's an honor and a distinction for the Rotary Foundation to achieve Paul Harris Fellow. And we've seen a few honor ceremonies for people in our club, and we have other club members that are achieving their Paul Harris Fellow through both donations and club service. So please keep that up, everybody. What I want to do now is go through some of our club business. I want to welcome Caitlin, Rosalind, and John Stafford. We have Caitlin and John on. Rosalind, just for those who don't know, she is actually an academic specialist at Plano West Senior High, so cutting out in a day is not exactly the easiest thing for her. She's got a lot of kids that need help, and she's taking care of them. Now, just so I said this to Caitlin before, Rosalind's volunteered with us. She actually grew up in Plano, and so a lot of people have met her and know her, but she turned in her application because Caitlin did, because her and Caitlin go way back. And so Caitlin kind of pushed Rosalind over to join. She's like, I want to be inducted when Caitlin does. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right. I also want to further talk about, there's virtual Rotary education. We call it PETS, President-elect Training Session. Anybody can go. You don't have to be a president-elect. We encourage you guys to sign up. I mention this every week. It's a $50 charge, but we reimburse you after you attend. I know I'll be there. I know Zane's going to be there. I hope other people. It's virtual. It's done in the evenings, and it's a great way for you to learn almost everything you need to know about Rotary, because it's Rotary's way of training presidents to be. Also want to point out Zane's technology tutorials. He has another new one up there, so I encourage everybody to go to that page. You can either use that link or go on our website and go About Us Tech Tutorials, where Zane is actually walking you through how to do some useful things in the club. And so, and actually, to let you know, people are so impressed with Zane's doing. Our district governor nominee, Howard Templin, is going to be using it when he does his presentations in PETS. So Zane's going to go district wide. Now, unfortunately, though, even though they're made for our club, any Rotarian can use them worldwide, because it's basically how to use myrotary.org and Club Runner, and how to log into Zoom, and just all these little technology issues. So, you know, take a look at them. Also want to point out, we are accepting applications for board members. Our club, as of next week, we will have 55 members in our club. For those that have been in Rotary for a while, we are the second largest club. We're in Plano. We're only 5 members behind Plano Rotary, which has been around for like 75 years. So we got a lot of activity. We have a lot of members. We have a lot of service. That's why we need to expand the board. Because I think last time I checked, something like 55% of our club has been in Rotary less than 6 months. And so our club has changed. And so we need other leaders on the board that represents these newer members, you know, because as everybody knows, we've expanded not only in size, but diversity. We're 46% women, which is double the Rotary average on a club. We are 50% non-white, lots of diversity. We have members that are immigrants from 5 different countries. That is powerful. You know, we have Christians, we have Muslims, Hispanics, Asians, Blacks. We're just a very, very, very diverse club. Well, we need a diverse board. Right now, we have a lot of Rotarians that have been in Rotary for 10 years or more on the board, and we're all men. So we need women, we need youth, and we need new Rotarians. So it's an online application, PWRC board, bit.ly at PWCR board, fill it out, and we need you. Okay, we talked a little bit about this in brags. We have completed or closed down 3 service projects for the month of January. Ironically, this was the slowest service month that we've had this Rotary year. We actually completed 37 Rotary projects in the first 6 months of the year, so we're averaging 6 a month. We only did 3 in January. By the way, 3 service projects in a month outclasses every other Rotary club. Even though it's low for us, past years, we were doing well with doing 17 Rotary projects in the entire year, which was averaging a month, project and a half. So in our slowest month, we did 3. So great job, because what does that mean? We are serving the community. We close, as Michelle said, we're closing down pecan sales. I think when we sell this last case, we will have sold 1,500 bags. And we use those proceeds solely for our college scholarship program. And so buy those extra bags from Michelle. Just so you know, we sell the bags for 10, we make about $2 a bag. And so we use that to fund our scholarship. So basically we're gonna net about a little over 3,000. So don't think we're bringing in the full 10K, that would be awesome, but no. So very important. So I appreciate everybody that bought pecans and sold pecans. As Michelle also mentioned, we finished up our Valentine surprises for lonely seniors in partnering with the Wellness Center. Our club member, Joy Hinkleman, she's the executive director. We've actually worked with the Wellness Center for over 30 years. Joy has pictures of things our club did with the Wellness Center 30 plus years ago. So we do a lot with them. We also finished up the Avenue K cleanup. It's through the Adopt a Highway program with Plano. We had 13 volunteers that picked up trash on Avenue K. Yay, saving the environment. That's Rotary's new area of focus, save the environment. And so we do that every other month. So I think we had 3, are these the 3? I kind of guessed based on what I thought you said, Glenn.
Yeah, those are 3 members. John was there soon. That's right.
And we will have soon to be member John, who does that on a regular basis. And so awesome. And what I like pointing that out, we had 13 volunteers, only 3 from our club. That means we had 10 from the community. That is awesome. That's how we serve so much. And then I've got 3 minutes left, so I'm going to go quickly on these upcoming projects. We have cards for nursing homes. Carolyn Diaz, one of our, just so you guys know, Carolyn, she actually went back to UT Austin. So she is managing this project while she's at UT Austin in college. And she's also co-chair with our Barron project with Roxana. And so basically, more people should do this. This is easy. You do it from your home. You do write a letter, do a card, make art. You pick a nursing home and you send it there. All the instructions are there. And that's something that we're going to just keep on doing. It doesn't end because people in a nursing home are basically self-quarantined and very lonely right now. And as we know, nursing homes are taking a beating. We also have lunches for those in need. That ends today. So Michelle, can they still sign up or is it too late? If they make it today and deliver it?
So we have all the food items. So we're good there. I need to go ahead and buy the rest to bag them up.
Okay, but nobody can do it anymore then, right?
Well, the street side showers also need supplies, and those are listed on there.
Okay, so everybody, you can still go in there and sign up, but you got to deliver it to her today. So definitely do that. And so also 30-day act of kindness challenge. That's a new one. And once again, you can do it from home. You sign up for it. I think we have like 5 different people. Caitlin, you signed up for it, didn't you? She signed up for it like before she even joined the club. And a few other people have signed up. Basically, you sign up, you get a list of, might be close to 100 different acts of kindness that you could do for anybody. And the thing is, do 1 a day, check off the chart, send it to us. We have Meher, one of our new club members. She's running that project. And basically, we're just kind of encouraging everybody to display service above self by doing an act of kindness with people you don't know. That's easy. Everybody should be doing that. Homeless care packages, that's something we're partnering with the city of Plano that they're collecting. We have till February 12th. This is through the homeless component of the city of Plano. Jessica Libby specifically is the city person in charge of it. Sign up, build the homeless care packages for them. Taha, one of our new members, he is running that project. And so it's great to see our new members stepping up and running these projects. Then we have the two biggies, which is this Saturday. We have the Douglas meal delivery that we've been doing for the last 6 months. We're going to continue delivering meals to the Douglas community Saturday morning. We're actually full. We have 30 of 30 volunteers, and the majority of them are not in our club. So our club members that are going to join up, that'll be over 30. But then we also have Barron, of which we're doing in the afternoon. And as everybody knows, we're partnering with PISD on that. That is at Barron Elementary School. That's actually serving, PISD is contacting Barron, Mendenhall, and McCall Elementary. So we basically have 3 large neighborhoods, probably at least 700 homes per neighborhood that are going to be coming through the Barron Food Drive. We have 35. Are you guys able to see these slides? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
We have 35 of 50 volunteers have signed up for Barron. What we need a couple people to take pictures, and then we also need Spanish speakers because this is a predominantly Hispanic neighborhoods. I know the Barron Elementary School is 91% Hispanic. We have 1 Spanish speaker signed up. We need 7 more, and then we need form takers. Yeah, it's not as exciting about putting the food in the cars, but it's necessary, especially the form takers, because we need the nonprofit working with Douglas Visions. They need these forms filled out as they're getting the meals. And then we also need people to hold the traffic signs, because we're going to have ideally over 1,000 cars running through. So sign up for those spots. But we are doing really good. I'm not really worried about us having the final volunteers for the Barron Food Project. So we are, and as everybody knows, we're doing Douglas and Barron every 1st and 3rd Saturday of every month through the end of the year. So tell your friends, sign up for the future one. We're going to be doing it again in 2 weeks. So with that, that's all our club business going on, everybody. We have a lot happening, and I appreciate everybody's participation. So now what I want to do is turn this over to Zane, who's going to introduce our speaker, which you're really here to hear.
Dr. Neil Matkin became Collin College's third district president on April 6, 2015. He previously served as vice president of the community and technical college system where he was EVP over 16 colleges. Dr. Matkin also served as the statewide chair of the Regents Articulation and Transfer Committee. Prior, Dr. Matkin was president of the campus of San Jacinto College in Pasadena, Texas, vice chancellor and CIO for the Virginia Community College System, and chief administrative officer for the Illinois Century Network, statewide effort under the Illinois Board of Higher Education. Dr. Matkin currently serves on the Collin County Business Alliance Board and the Congressional Veteran Selection Board. He is also on the board of the North Texas Commission. He holds Associate of Arts, Bachelor, Master of Science, and MBA degrees. Dr. Matkin earned his Doctorate of Education from Texas A&M University Commerce. He and his wife reside in farmers when they are not visiting their 3 sons and grandchildren.
So we'd like to introduce Dr. Neil Matkin, who is president of Collin College.
Hey folks, thanks for having me. It's amazing this technology we're living in, where I get to sit in a room and see all these faces and hear all the brags. Can everybody hear me okay? Thumbs up. Yes. I was in a Zoom meeting with the Commissioner of Higher Education a couple of days ago with all the area presidents of universities and the community colleges and such. And somewhere in the midst, I lost Zoom protocol. It was my turn to speak, and I'd raised my hand, and the commissioner said, "Neil, go ahead." I didn't realize, like, you have a couple of different, is it Alex's? There were two Neils, actually three Neils on the call. Neil Smotrisk up at UNT, one other, and myself. And so because I had my physical hand raised, I started speaking, only to learn that you're supposed to use the little button down here. And I knew this, but I had forgotten. Well, folks, what I thought I would do, if I may, is I thought I'd give you a quick update. And most of you are aware that we've opened a major campus in Wiley. We've seen that go up 340,000 square feet. Students are attending, both at a distance and in person. We're mostly online as a result of COVID, as you probably are aware. We also opened a technical campus, which has more online, although it also includes an Allen Dual Credit Center, which is mostly online as opposed to direct. And then this fall, or this March, we'll open up a small campus in Farmersville. And in fall, we'll open up a campus in Salina. I've been asked about a lot of folks what comes next. The one other major project that isn't on a lot of people's radar screen is a beautiful IT center on our Frisco campus that's under construction currently. But I thought it'd be interesting. I've got a retreat with my board this Friday. And while they've seen some of this in a list form and a budget format, they've never seen the graphics. And I don't know if it'd be interesting to you, because I can talk about a lot of different things. But I thought, if you'll allow me, I thought I would show you the kind of the what comes next. It's not all approved yet. It's up for discussion, obviously. And the board either will say thumbs up to some of it or thumbs down to others. But are you interested in seeing it all? Would it be valuable? Am I able to share my screen? All right, let me do that. Okay, that's not going the right direction. You can tell that I'm very good at this. I do this all the time. So here is my PowerPoint. Can everybody see it? Oh, good. So this is for the board retreat this February 5th. It'll go out to the board members later today. So again, don't rat me out here. Help me out a little bit. But it's going to show you a little bit of what we're thinking about. And the first thing is to finish the last master plan. There are lots of small projects, and I'll show you the major one out of this on two of our campuses, Frisco and McKinney, as well as the Salina and Farmersville campuses and the IT center on Frisco that I mentioned, that we do need to finish. And as you finish things, especially when there's movements of programs and that type of thing, you have leftover spaces that have to be remodeled. So we're working on finalizing all of those myriad details. The major project left from the first master plan from 16 to 20 or 15 to 20 that I was involved in is a welcome center. It's designed by PBK Architecture. It's being built by Skanska. It's just come in at $2.8 million below budget, much to our extraordinary happiness. It's always better when it comes in under budget than over. But it's a beautiful welcome center, and it's going to be on the McKinney campus. And it's just going to add to the completing that campus. And one of the things we've done is we've master planned all the campuses now to make sure we don't have to dig up utilities and spend $3 million to build anything. This is looking down right now at the current McKinney campus. Excuse me. And you're going to see over to the right where it says Collin College, you're going to see the original Donnie and Marie Osmond building, that sort of Y-shaped building at the upper right that started the college in 1985. As you look at the parking lots throughout the campus, you're going to see lots of different colored concrete. Why is that? Well, they've been added to and patched and all kinds of things. And you'll see that row of trees coming up to the middle. That is an ephemeral stream that would cost millions upon millions upon millions of dollars to remove. So it's going to be a permanent fixture of the Collin College campus. Now, this is about to change because I can't see a show of hands, but if you've ever parked on the McKinney campus, especially as students going in and out quickly, you'll very quickly figure out that the parking is a little bit of a zoo. And so we're going to fix that. And the next slide shows you, if I can get it to work, what's coming. The Welcome Center is going there where you see the blue, and the parking is going to be completely reconfigured to really help students navigate and make it a more friendly campus. A few buildings are coming down over time. On the upper left part of your screen, you'll see the maintenance building. You'll see a pistol range right next to the library, the old firearms center for the police training that was on this campus at one time. And the field training building are ultimately going to leave us. The field training building will be used for the next several years, but master planning is that it won't be there long term. At the bottom right of your screen, you'll see a firehouse. It's a City of McKinney fire station. We own half of that, and we occupy our records. It's going to move from the maintenance building. On your screen, they're going from the upper left to the bottom right for the next 3 years. And then when McKinney builds a new fire station that they've already got planned, we will inherit that entire facility, and it will become our maintenance center for this campus. So we're really excited to see what develops, but it's the parking alone is going to be a mammoth project, and it's going to be one that we're very, very excited about for the safety and the welfare of our students. This is an overview with the new building in place there to the right of the library and the parking. And it's again, if you go back and you look at the current today versus what's coming, it's quite a bit of a difference, and the campus is really becoming a very beautiful, beautiful campus. Next, we're adding parking to our Public Safety Training Center. We just built this center in 2018. We did all the traffic studies, and we thought we'd planned adequately, but unfortunately, the police training and the fire training has become such a big deal for us that we're out of parking spaces already there. So we're having to expand that parking. This is in McKinney. If you haven't seen that center, it's got tons of burn buildings, all kinds of police training. And a lot of the training that's happening there now, or some of the training that's happening there now, is happening only at Collin College for the entire state of Texas. We've had a great relationship with the state government in terms of bringing some of these courses to light, and we're excited about that. Even though the Farmersville campus is coming, and this is not an actual depiction, by the way, it's an artist rendering or a shot of something maybe to model after. Farmersville is going to be a very small campus, about 52,000 square feet, but we're already planning to add a greenhouse facility at the far east side of the campus. And the reason is that we've started an ag program less than a year ago. We hired a lady named, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can see her like she's standing right in front of me. Professor Thornton, and she is doing the most amazing job of getting students connected in ag, especially through the rural areas of our county. And so we've got a sustainable agriculture and a organic agriculture program that's going to locate on the Farmersville campus. If you haven't, I got invited to go in for the milk cow lecture on the Wiley campus. That was an experience, pictures to follow. So that's a greenhouse project, not a big project, but we're excited about that. You can see some other artist renderings as well as photographs of some of the different types of greenhouse. I can tell you right now that our budget won't build any of the ones that I'm showing you, so they won't look exactly like this. Next, many of you have visited us at our Collin Higher Education Center, and today it's the home of our Board of Trustees operations, classrooms, and offices for 5 university partners. People don't fully realize that there are 3,000 students, university students working on their bachelor's, master's, and doctoral programs with one of 5 partners: University of Texas, Dallas, University of North Texas, Texas A&M Commerce, Texas Women's University, or who left out, Texas Tech. It also serves the Collin Higher Education Center, and the building that I'm talking to you from right now serves the college administrative offices. Well, we've got kind of some plans that we want to discuss with the board, and I'm not sure where this will land, but the discussion is that in this COVID era, we've had some real challenges with the board broadcasting and having the public being able to get in and out seamlessly. We're simply not literally wired to do that and meet all the Texas Open Meetings Act requirements. We also have some administrative offices that we'd like to put closer together. And on the classroom classrooms and offices for university partners. We've got partners that would like to grow programs here in the center of the county, but we're out of space. And so we're looking to increase that as budget would allow by 3 or 4 times, including lab space. So an offering a full university offerings from those 5 partners. COVID accelerated our plans to launch Collin, our virtual campus. We'd already been working on it, but suddenly last March, we were 80%, if not 85% fully online. And so, wow, all the planning we did helped us, but what a shocker. Well, it's also revealed some strengths and weaknesses. And one of the things that we'd like to do is locate the programming facility for Collin, the video studios, the production facilities, that type of thing here at the headquarters of the college. We think it would also help the trustees to better connect to the public through the wireless viewing and that type of thing, or the internet viewing, and it had to have a little bit more of a studio operation that really connects us a little bit better. We also are the only other entity in the county other than the sheriff's department to run a police headquarters or police. We have police that are countywide. Every one of our campus, we have sworn police officers. They don't have a headquarters, and we'd like to see it happen here. On the upper left, you'll see Emergency Services, Emergency Operations Center. Where do we command and control things out of a crisis? That's another feature that we think would be a very good thing to have here at the Collin Higher Education Center. And if we're going to have 9,000 or 12,000 university students, well, bookstore and dining services and some kind of a fitness center would be an added bonus. So again, coming soon to a discussion near you. Don't know what the budget will allow or what the expenses might ultimately be, but we're entering into that discussion, and we've been in the discussion for the last 2 or 3 years with our university partners, and it's starting to be a really, really active discussion. Now, what I'm going to show you next is taking this building, which you, again, if you've been down Interstate 75 and 121, you've passed Collin College at some point or the other as far as the higher education center. And I'm going to show you what this glass building could look like. And it's just an artist rendering, so please don't get attached. This is the inside. This is our actual atrium. But today, everything on the left-hand side is all glass. What would it look like if it were finished and expanded upon and that rotunda was added upon? The atrium is exactly the atrium that we have today. Nothing changes. And again, just an artist rendering to give you an idea of what it might look like. The outside might look like this, and it's quite different than it looks today. So again, something we're looking at. The board did authorize me last Tuesday to start conversations with the McKinney Economic Development Corporation and the city of McKinney to procure the land around the Collin Higher Education Center. So it seems relatively certain that we'll be doing something if the land's available to us and we can acquire it. And if not, we'll see what other options we have. So that is what I had for you today. Let me figure out how to not share screens. 1 second. I can get back to this. I know I can. Okay, apparently I can't. Stop share. There it is. I knew there was a button for it. At this point in time, I thought I would pause for a moment. I do have to tell you that in a very short period of time, I've got to race over to the McKinney campus to be part of an EMT graduation. So if when I finish and you wave and I don't do the 4-way test with you today, it's not because I don't love you. It's because I must have angered my executive assistants because she's put me back-to-back appointments. At any rate, what questions can I answer for you, or what's on your mind regarding Collin College?
Neil, hi. I have a question about the last slide you were showing,
Yes, ma'am.
McKinney. What is that particular facility for, that building? How is it utilized?
The last slide where I showed the land around the McKinney,
Right.
that's the Collin Higher Education Center. And that's where we have our 5 university partners, 3,000 students, and all the headquarters for the college, as well as the Board of Trustees meeting space for their public meetings.
All right. So I'm a student of Collin College, and I accidentally went there trusting my ways to get me to the McKinney location. I wanted to go obviously way up to 380, right? But I ended up there and I'm like, what is this? Is this new? And walked in and it was a whole different, building. So I had to quickly get in the car and head up north to get to the right campus. But I thought, okay, wait, what is that building? So interesting. Okay.
Laura, I've got to tell you, I leave here between 5 and 7 every day that I'm here, and you would be shocked at the number of times about 5:45 in a panic. I run into a student who weighs and sit in the Collin Higher Education Center, and they're trying to get to the McKinney campus, and all their faces are like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I said, it's going to be okay. I'm going to make a phone call. It's going to be all right. So we've had that happen before.
Yeah, there are two of us, and for the same class up at the other location, and so he followed me because he had never been to any of the McKinney locations. So we got there, but it was fine. It was obviously in the spring when everything was going online, but they allowed a small portion of it. Actually, it was in the summer. Sorry, it was in the summer, and they allowed I think there were 8 of us in the classroom. Social distanced and all that,
Right.
but. Yeah, that was interesting.
Laura, I've got to tell you this. You brought up ways. I don't mean to take the time we have left, but I was on the Wiley campus now a week and a half ago. My Waze still thinks I'm leaving. Everywhere I put into it thinks I'm leaving from the Wiley campus. I cannot get it to convince. I can't convince it, but I'm not there 24/7. So I've had to go to Google Maps right now. I love Waze, so it's my preferred one.
I have a quick question if we have time, Alex. What are the most, I guess, sought after degrees and success rates of being hired right out of the degree program?
No, that's a great question. And it really depends on what we're talking about. We do have that. That'd be a great thing for us to put in one of our connection newsletters. But the cybersecurity bachelor's program and the bachelor of science and nursing program, we've accepted every student that's come to us. We're about to start a construction management bachelor's. But if a student's trying to go to university, they generally will take the basics at Collin and transfer. And now we have a whole lot of technical programs where students are getting their automotive certifications and going right to work. And folks, it's a different age. When I was in the Navy and technical training years and years ago, I came out and knew how to fix TVs and all kinds of things, can make a little bit of money. But today, somebody goes through 2 or 3 years of technical training, they walk out and become very, very well-paid employees. And so some of those jobs, welding is a big one for us. It just launched last fall. Automotive technology, I mentioned already, is huge. All of your medical professions, everything from sonography to nursing, the associate degree in nursing, all of those are immediate employment. And we have very high employment numbers. All of them are in the 90+ percentile range for those fields. But Lisa, I'll take your comment as a suggestion and see if we can't kind of routinely publish a top 10 or something. I think it'd be valuable for people.
Yeah, it really would be. I mean, I have had two sons that have gone through UT system and seen the pros and cons of that type of college and the expense. So one of my complaints of my youngest son is he feels like, yeah, I know, Alex, you're trying to get me wrap up. It's just preparing him for the work. He's an IT.
Lisa, our youngest son went through UT and he double majored in IT, thank God, because that's how he makes his living, in theater and dance, which wouldn't have made him much money. So you and I need to get offline and compare notes, because I think we have some comparables there.
Yeah.
No, Lisa, I wasn't wrapping you up. I was like, money, money, money.
Oh, money. Oh, I thought you were like time. Like, wrap it
Alex
up.
is trying to give you money, Lisa. Why are you shutting him down?
We probably have room for one more question.
in.
Catherine, go for it.
Something that's dear to my heart, having volunteered so much with Plano ISD. If you could give us an update on the great connectivity that we're doing with getting our high school kids through the certification programs so that they can experience employment right out of high school. That's where we're trying to aim a lot of kids towards skilled positions as opposed to sending them through like a 4-year university plan.
Catherine, first of all, Sarah Bonner and the entire crew over Plano this is a class act. It really is. They're wonderful people. Sarah's just one of my folks that I look up to. But here's something most of you probably don't realize, and I'll try to make it very, very quickly because I'd like to get to LaShawn. I saw a hand up down there as well. The technical campus, 155,345,000 square feet, was done in collaboration with Plano, Frisco, McKinney, and Allen ISD. We put the money up front and built it, but they've got a reimbursement program when their students come. They pay, I don't remember, it's $600 for 2 classes that covers the added expense of all the technical equipment and things. But the goal is to get every student that comes there to come out of there with a certification, an award, and a degree. So we're working hand in glove with our ISD partners, and a partnership, frankly, there's nothing like it in the state. And I got to give kudos to the superintendents of those 4 districts. What an incredible collaboration. But we're very committed to it, and I think it's something that you're going to see grow once we get past the COVID, which is really, really limited class sizes and limited participation. When we get past this finally, praise God, I think you're going to see an explosion of those kinds of classes. And we've never had the breadth of classes that we have today. So we're kind of excited about it. Alex, can I take LaShawn's quick question?
I'll make it really quick. This is a brag and a thank you. I wanted to establish a scholarship for my granddaughter last year, so I reached out to Andrea Merzowski, I think the name.
That's it. I rode up in the elevator with her today.
I cannot tell you how easy the process was, how wonderful it was to visit with her. In fact, she and I just chat now. So we've got the scholarship established for my granddaughter, and it'll begin in the fall of this year, and it'll be fall and spring. They did a wonderful little gift bag for her for Christmas that had cougars and balloons and a wonderful certificate for her. And I just want you to know that it was an amazing journey to establish that scholarship. And I look forward to Jaden being able to award it for years to come.
I'm excited about this. One thing that the foundation does better than anything in the world is take people's money. They're so good at it.
And they make us want to give it to them. It was wonderful.
They take a lot of my money too, so we're on the same team. Folks, this has been wonderful, and I can't thank you enough. I'm happy to join you anytime you'd like, and I always enjoy it. I gain from it and enjoyed the brags were wonderful, and thank you for letting me listen in.
Well, thank you, Dr. Mackin. I know you got to run off, so what I'd like to do is, what we like to do is for all of our speakers, we make a donation in your name to the Rotary Foundation. And so in appreciation of your time and program, the Plano West Rotary will donate $10 in your name to the Rotary's Polio Plus Fund. Well, together with the 2-to-1 matching funds from the Bill and Melinda Gates and the 1-to-1 matching funds of the Rotary Foundation, your $40, that 10 will turn into 40 and it'll provide a polio vaccine for about 66 children.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
And what is more to that, because Rotary has this global infrastructure for vaccine dissemination, we're on the forefront of mainly in the third world countries to do COVID vaccinations, because we already have cold storage in place, the distribution, the network. So Rotary International is working together with WHO so that we can make another impact on COVID as well. So I know you have to go, but thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
It was great. And the last time I heard you speak, I also put you on the ropes. Say Kerry Israel was a Rotarian until he left, and he's still a Rotarian where he lives now. So
I remember that. Thank you.
It was another Rotary Club you spoke to. And I wasn't going to let you go. So once again, we want to offer you the ability of joining Plano West Rotary, and you've got a taste of what we do. We're all about service. And I'm also working with your photography department, I think Lisa Means, and we're talking about her having some of her students participate in our service project because we need photographers.
Well, guys, I've sworn my life to higher education, and the 80-hour work weeks I do make it kind of tough. But I'll tell you this, I do get around the county and visit a lot of Rotary clubs. And I'm excited to get back in person though. This Zoom thing, I love you guys. It's nice to have, I always take a screenshot so I have a picture of who all's there, and so I can say, wave at them when I see them. But I'm ready to see face to face. This has gotten old for me. I won't comment on butt muscles getting tired of all my chairs. So I'm ready to stand and move and shake and go. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you for speaking to us.
Take care.
So everybody who's still here, next week, we have Jen Schertzer, who is owner and editor of Plano Magazine. They've actually done a couple articles on our club. And more importantly, her and her family volunteer with us with the Douglas community all the time. She's already signed up for both projects. She's going to be our photographer as much as she can until we get some other people to sign up. Well, she's going to speak to us next week about Plano Magazine. They're all over. They do a lot. They do a lot in the community. So we're looking forward to have Jen speak to us as well. And I think everybody's seen her, at least with a mask on. So then with that, we are going to turn this over to who? Who am I going to be speaking to? It's LaShawn. She's going to be leading us in the four-way test. Take it away.
Okay, if everybody will join me in the four-way test. I hear sorry. The four-way test of the things say or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair? Learned? Will it build good and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Rotary.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.